Hi Arinians, welcome to the second season of Breathe, the Valentine's special. My name is ARIKE'S, and as always, I'm your host for this season. This season is intended to consist of conversations that will be centered on love, dating, relationships, marriage, and everything in between. I do hope you enjoy these videos. Like, subscribe to join the Arinian family. Tell somebody about the channel, share, and of course, I pray and hope that you're impacted by these videos. I love you guys plenty. Thank you for all the love so far, and God bless you.
Just breathe.
And then same for a male, right? I mean, you're expected to be a provider, you're expected to not cry, you're expected to take everything in and all of that.
Pressures on the girl, like she's the only one that's going to get married, as if the man is not going to leave the house.
For example, I'm a stay-home mom, and then my husband brings all the money. Do you know everything that I've done at home?
Yeah.
Do you know the mental job I've done? Do you know everything I've done
Taking
to
care
take care of your
kids.
children, to bring them
That's
all the,
alone is
and you know
work.
men, they know how to.
What if your wife is pregnant? So she should do
That part is girl.
do I cook? In short, there was a day I went.
Breakfast in bed is secure.
I cook.
This is a real issue for me.
Just breathe. I
That's
wanted
nice.
that for myself.
That's
I was
nice.
rich as young as I was. I wanted God to give me a man,
man like
that
you.
was like that. And thank God, God answered my prayer.
Love it.
I love that. Right? So I have a domestic husband, and so because he's domestic doesn't make him less of a man. Because he's helping me do something or do with money runs, school runs, all of that, doesn't make him less of a man.
I think I like that we have gotten to this point because these are some of the issues I mean when I'm talking about opinions, right? So the same way they say that they tell a guy that it's your money that the girl is. If you don't have money, you don't even bother with love and all of that. It's also the same way if a guy tells his friends that he does the cooking in his house, he expects his friends to go, guy, waiting to happen, your wife they use your head, waiting with that one. Do you get this is what I mean by societal opinions. We have a general bias about what is ideal and what is not. Meanwhile, keep in mind that every time I discuss relationships, first thing I say is there are no rules to this thing. Like she said, you're a team. See, you're coming together to figure out what works for you. There are relationships. Now she said that, having a domestic husband was what she prayed for because that was what she needed. That was what was going to complement her. So I'm saying there is the place of compatibility, what works for you. Now let's come back to the opinions that the society has. What do you think about females? Let's start from the females. Females that think of men as a financial strategy. And I said it like that because there are truly females who feel like I can't get with a guy that is not financially buoyant. What do you think about that?
Actually, from my own experience, I met someone that asked me, okay, you're interested in me, so go and print out your financial statement for me.
Hey.
Honestly, actually, I'm telling you. So I did.
Oh my God!
That one is.
I have money
My
in my
gender
bank
is
account.
wow.
And that reason why
that bank.
till tomorrow
There was to print.
Nothing to print.
nothing to
Oh
print.
my goodness.
I feel like a lot of women in our generation miss out on good guys because they're looking for a different set of spec, like we spoke about in the first episode, right? They're used to guys that provide in terms of, the money is always there. Maybe they've had boyfriends that just take care of them and all of that. And then they meet a guy that has all this vision, that wants to see them grow, that wants to push their business. They're like, why is it that it is the finances that is going to help your life? You're not looking for your spiritual growth. You're not looking for someone that gives you ideas for your businesses. You're not looking for all of that. You're looking for somebody that, has finances, because how is he helping you otherwise? Nobody's looking forward to growing with a guy anymore. Nobody's looking for, I want him to be somebody that drives my purpose. I want him to be somebody that supports my business. It's just about the money. So I want us to talk about that.
That's why we always love and respect my wife.
Shout out to her.
The only thing that I gave to her was vision, and she bought into it. So when Kenny was saying, okay, cooking, when she got pregnant, I was the one going to the market. Cook. I can turn them like the way
Pastor.
girls like that are not many in the population. I will not lie to you.
Yes.
They want to know, Holy Spirit filled with Naira loaded is equal to their marriage. You might be filled with the Holy Spirit. They want to know your pockets. Are you filled with cash also?
Yeah.
They don't want to hear maybe we are dealing with cashless policy.
No, please.
Do you have cash?
Vision,
And we need to orientate our ladies at another part, and we should not allow cultural orientation to stop
Cultural
orientation.
orientation.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
it.
our what we want to do in this generation.
That's
So gone are the days that okay, you have to be in the parlor while your wife is cooking and then you are watching TV, watching. No, you have to.
It's a partnership. And
Now,
yeah.
someone said something to me that I will never forget. I think it was we call him great man, and said the reason why he's helping his wife is because they are going to spend like 50 years together. Don't want to get to a stage whereby
I know that great man.
his wife is going to look older than
Because
him.
she has been so overworked.
So he has to help her, and it entered into me. Oh,
Wow.
this is my partner. I'm taking this lady into the future.
Yeah.
I think
So I need to help her.
That's your do away with
But
that.
what she said, there's something I'm picking from there. When you are conscious about the fact that this is your partner, I want to nurture this person. I feel like all of these biases just disappear. Like for instance, if you both have jobs, right? And maybe usually your wife comes back say at 4, right? And then this particular day she gets back home at 7. It's just a natural inclination for somebody you are nurturing that this one must be stressed.
Yes.
And she's about to enter the kitchen and go, baby, don't worry. Because there's a consciousness that you want to take care of this person, which I also think would be the same for the man. I mean, when you have a good relationship, that is exactly what makes a good relationship. That you're consciously taking care of the other person, right?
Just breathe.
So lastly, I want us to talk about the fact that because of the societal ideas that we've had in this generation, where we have a cycle of warped-minded people. Let me explain what I'm saying. So the man is used to spending his money to get girls. So when he meets a girl that doesn't necessarily need his money, he doesn't know how to handle that. I made a post about this recently at some point. Why is it that rich guys don't know what to do with girls that don't need their money? I want you to bring something else to the table. Like, oh, you have money. Oh, I have money too, bro. Bring something else. So they don't know how to deal with that. They've been so used to getting what they want with that money. That's all they ever bring to the table, right? Maybe you meet 10 girls, 8 out of them really just need you to pay. So if you pay and you get your girl, you're used to that. So when you meet a girl that doesn't need you to pay, they feel like you are emasculating them, that you're taking their power from them, right? That's on the side of the males. And also for the females, right? Because they've been so used to, guys, spending the money on them and all of that. When they meet good guys, it's just about the money. So I want us to talk about that. First, from the guy's perspective, what to do about guys who get insecure about,
I want to
confident
come
women.
in for the guy. Maybe
Okay. You want to come in for the guy? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So I think when we talk about relationship, the first thing we should ask ourselves is the mentality or the mindset we have towards relationship.
Okay.
I posted something a few days ago and I said that marriage is not for two desperate people that are looking for who to carry their burdens for them. One of the major problem or the foundational problem for men is identity crisis. So, most men do not spend time discovering themselves. Like someone will say, you are in search of a woman, but you have not found yourself. So before you try to get a woman, discover who you are and fall in love with that person. I tell people, some people say, my character today, how will I fall in love with myself? I say, don't fall in love with that character. Fall in love with the person you are seeing that you are supposed to become. And the moment you discover yourself, in discovering yourself, you discover purpose. The moment you are too busy, in that line of purpose, and you meet a lady in that line that align with that purpose, even if she doesn't need your money. There are ladies that they came from wealthy families that money is not their problem, but there is no one that will meet a visionary leader or a visionary man that doesn't want that kind of a man. They don't need your money, they are okay with it. So once, if you are a man listening out there, find yourself, fall in love with that person you want to become and pursue that life. And I don't think you will have issues with a lady not loving or wanting your money.
Yes, I think I want to come in on that. I would bring the aspect of communication in this. like when there are two people that are willing to make this work, when you start to notice that, okay, this bias is entry, like, okay, only you want to be the one catering for this one, catering for that one, like, how far I can help, like, my account balance is also blossoming, like, don't shoulder it all on yourself because of the bias. So I believe that we can bring the aspect of communication is we can sit down as two mature adults and talk it out.
Yes. I think that's an important point that we just, you know, and I think that's a good note to end this.
Yeah.
In all of these things, there is the importance of communication.
Yeah.
When you sit, you know, a lot of problems that people have, it's just as simple as sitting down and discussing it.
True.
You get, so we need to indulge more in communicating, having conversations about these issues. I'm so glad for this episode. Thank you for all that we've been able to discuss. I hope that this has blessed somebody, and we look forward to our third episode. It's going to be amazing as always. Thank you for being on this episode with us, and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.